guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Captain of Industry. So we are, slowly progressing. We've got a pretty nifty little starter factory over here. We're catching water in a few locations. We've got tons of food and lots of it being stored over here. So quite a nice little area being set up. We've not got that many problems. Things are pretty stable. We're still exploring. Our ship has been upgraded. And our refinery is underway, but we do have some issues with regards to the power, and thank you so much for your comments. Now, I do want to highlight ever so quickly. Let's have a quick look here. I believe somewhere over here. Yeah. So these recipes, right, is exhausting like 90 of this, right? But this one only does 60. And I guess that is the issue. We need multiple setups here to be able to continue to run this. So now we've got all of these extra ones running, and the whole thing is a little bit of a mess. We've even got the electric one here just in case we need it. So I think for the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and remove this guy, right? We'll remove that, and then what we'll do is we'll build two of them, just to kind of be able to deal with it. So we'll do 1, 2, and we will do a little bit of that. Come on. But yeah. Huh? What's the issue? There we go. Works. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll do that and we'll build it with Unity. And so thank you so much for the comment. I didn't even notice that, so hopefully now everything will work a little bit more streamlined over here. This guy, I believe, is big enough to deal with all of these guys' outputs, if they have outputs. Yeah, it should be fine. So that one should be okay. Now this one should now also work if it is in fact working, but I think we've got all kinds of other issues with this at the moment. I wouldn't mind upgrading this so that we can start bringing more fuel at a time. So let's have a quick look. We need, no, we're not going to stop doing that. So let's just go out of here and see. Okay, so over here, we need that one for depot number 2. We're currently doing organic fertilizer, after which we will pop into construction parts number 3. And that should get us to do some upgrades here. So let's have a bit of a look. What are we going to upgrade? We do want to get into recycling. We do want larger vehicles. Trains is something we want, but maybe not immediately. We do want that depot to be improved. And what else do we want? Large generator. That's an interesting one. Water recovery, definitely. Sulfur processing. There's so many of these things we want. So what we might do is we might do construction parts. We'll go into depot 2. We'll progress into large vehicles. We don't need the large generator straight away, I would think. Salt production is something we want. Conveyors number 2. Sulfur processing. Let's start with those and we'll go from there. I'm not too sure what I need when, right? That's kind of the issue with this. I guess maybe we'll leave this in here for a while until we get some further processing done. These are working fairly well. Yeah, we've got tons of stuff being stored here. Most of our stuff is in pretty good shape. All over the show, we've got pretty good shape everywhere. We're pretty okay with our water, right? If we look at this, there's plenty of water available here. We've got some stockpiles. We've got some extra stockpiles, which we're catching some water over here. Not actively using this water, which could be a bit of an issue. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to do, I absolutely want to start using some balancers. Where do we find these things? So these like liquid balancers, right? Fluid balancers, pipe balancers, and things like that. I want to start using them so we can prioritize bringing some stuff in from other areas. So potentially what we'll do is we'll run a little one over here. We'll stock up on some more water here, and then we'll start running in some water over this way. I guess that's okay. I guess that's kind of the plan, is to try and get some more of these things working. Okay, before we get lost into that, let's quickly have a look what's going on with our ship. It's all good. We can go and explore something else. We could go and battle this guy. We could just go out there, too far away from the island. Okay, we could go and grab this guy. Let's go ahead and explore there. We've got a mine over there. We've got a mine over there. Yeah, so things are reasonably well. We're exploring. We're doing our things. And everything here is kind of moving along. We're not using a lot of limestone. We've got all of these things moving at a reasonable pace. We've got everything we need, including steel and iron. Do we have iron? Is iron? Oh, there's iron. But steel, we've got iron, we've got copper, we've got everything we need. Really, we've got everything we need. So things are looking pretty good. This guy. Oh yeah, this guy should be getting reasonable amounts of water in to be able to continue to run this. We don't need that much, right? And so it's kind of in a reasonable spot. This one could be expanded over here, but we might redo a lot more of it. I'm also contemplating, wow, that guy was filled up really quickly. I'm contemplating trying to remove more of this stuff a little bit more quickly. So the age-old trick of just kind of popping in a few of these guys in a few different locations where we can just kind of try and fill them up a little bit quicker is probably about right. So let's build that one, build that one, build that one. That should all be good. We do want to go ahead and do that, and do this so that we can slowly start to cut more of these trees. We want to make sure that we are leveling this out. Our leveling is actually starting to run into a little bit of problems. So, well, we're kind of running to the end of it. So what we'll need to do is we'll extend our leveling over this way at least a little bit. So that should help there a little bit more. And have a look at this. Okay, so we picked up some stuff. Now, I can start looking at a bit of a more optimized solution so we actually start using more of this. Is this guy coming back, straight back? Yeah, okay, coming straight back. We don't have anything there. Okay, but anyway, our power now, I haven't seen any issues with the power. We've got this set up. I think the other thing we could also do is just run an extra flywheel, but let me leave it like this for the time being, and I'll just update with a little bit more as we go. Did we want to add more trucks or anything? I think kind of okay now. We want to actually go over to the bigger vehicles. So I think for the time being, we might just leave it as is. We've got all of this working pretty seamlessly, so I'm not too worried. We don't have construction parts 3. That's something that we'll need to get into. We do have a fair bit of this. We do have that backing up. That's awesome. We've got the extra parts ready to go. We've got a bit of a buffer. Yeah, sorry, it's been a few days since I played, so I just have to have a bit of a look at what I'm actually busy doing here. Yeah, so there's a bit of a buffer over here. There's a buffer over there. These are being imported all the time. So we should continue to manufacture these. This is the level 2 assembly. So that's fine. We can't do level 3 just yet. Organic fertilizer is going to be ending right now. So now we've got some stuff that we can work on. And now construction 3 is underway. These guys should be able to deal with that in a reasonable amount of time. Not outputting anything just yet. But yeah, I guess this should be okay. We're not doing recycling. We don't have the capability at the moment. So these guys should just continue to be working. We're stocking up on Unity and all of these things. Started to upgrade some of these guys, but I understand they use a bit more water, right? They don't? Power, water, services. Oh, no, that's the Unity that we're getting from it, right? It's not how much it's actually using. Unity bonus is 50%, but this one, oh, hang on. So this one gives us an extra Unity bonus, right? Let's have a look here. If all needs are listed met, housing will provide Unity bonus in addition to the Unity it generates. So I guess that gives us extra Unity, but it doesn't actually tell us what it actually uses, right? I guess that's the issue, right? We don't know. Oh, hang on. Here it is. Stored. Supply left 3 times 60. It doesn't tell us 3 times 60. months, right? Stored. Okay, so if we click this one, I don't know. I can't see that it's any different, right? But I've heard on. I've had a bit of a look, and it seemed like in some other videos people are saying that it does use more. So anyway, doesn't matter. Does not matter. I'm going to use more of the balancer thing. So let's quickly do 1 or 2 optimizations here while we wait for construction 3. So let's grab ourselves. Actually, what I want to do is let's go ahead and come on, do that. And what I'll do is I'll pay for removing that with Unity. Okay, that should be okay. Now what we'll do is we'll get the pipe balancer in here. It'll connect straight up. We can straight away go and pay for that with Unity. So that's all good. Yeah, we don't actually need these level 2 pipes, but I'm not going to go and try and fix them now. What I might now do is in here, at least these 2 farms can start making use of that, right? So let's grab just the pipe level 1. And what I'm going to try and do is run it out into which line do we want? The 3rd one. So we'll do that. We'll go straight, and straight into there. Oops. And what we'll do is we'll pay for this with Unity. We'll get ourselves a little bit of a small kind of just a bridge across here. Oh, actually, we've got our alignment here. Let's actually do the alignment while we're at it. So we just want some concrete surfacing. We will make sure we just continue that, right? Just so we know we line these things up properly. We'll go up to there. We'll get ourselves a little bit of a smallish vehicle ramp. We'll put that one in the middle so we can reuse it later. And then what we'll do is we'll just go and finish that section off. Similarly, while we're at it, we may as well do a little bit of this. At the same time, I will also brush some of these things away just so that we can go and get that sorted. Now, what I will do is I'll pay for that one with Unity. The other stuff can just slowly get done. We'll come in here and we'll say this is the priority in, please. So start using those first so we don't actually draw as much from here. So we'll go and use those first. We'll fill up these 2. I'm pretty sure they'll fill up. I was hoping we could get them to fill up the tanks. Okay, maybe what we do is we just go ahead and upgrade that one to pipe 2, right? And maybe that will move these things along a little bit quicker. Yeah. Anyway, these are being built now. Beautiful. So that's good. We keep doing that. We'll keep building this out. We're gonna level these things off a little bit. This guy is not in need of a repair, so let's go and to the next piece of the puzzle. Where did we want to go? Can we go out there? We can't. We're a little bit too far. That's too far away. Let's go and head off in that direction, see what we can find over there. Okay, beautiful. So that's looking pretty good. I'm contemplating moving all of this. I mean, I'm not moving it, but probably extending the city all the way into the coast here. But we do still need to do some sewage treatment and the likes. Okay, we are now starting to see that we've got a little bit of room to clear out some more stuff, right? So let's go ahead and chop out some more forestry products over here. I think I'm just going to go ahead and clear out this entire middle section. And then we'll come back and do that side, right? So as soon as that's done, these we'll just leave in here for the time being. Hopefully we've got enough room to kind of keep stocking these things up a little bit more and keep cutting these out a little bit. Excellent. So that should be pretty good for us for the time being. A little bit of an optimization there. We're still waiting on construction 3. Let's have a bit of a look. So what do we have here? We've got a mill and a baking unit. I'm not sure we've got so much food. I'm not sure we're in any kind of a hurry to do that. But if we go back here, let's just have a look what else we have in here. We've got steel smelting. We've got that set up. We're not doing anything with biofuel. We've got the food market 2 in place. We've already, I think, done the upgrades, but we can maybe have another look. But I don't think we need any other upgrades now. We're not doing desalination, so I think the only real thing for us to potentially do is have a look at some of these things. But I don't think that's an urgent requirement. So construction parts number 3 is what we're after, and then we'll start setting up that further improvement here. Now, question mark is, do we expand this so we can move a little bit more here? This guy is, yeah, well, we're all still working away. This is the level 1 assemblers, right? The level 2 one is at 80 kilowatt and 6 people. This is 4 people at 40 kilowatts. So, yeah, and effectively this would run, I don't know, a little bit quicker. Let's have a look at ship battle going on. Yeah, a little bit going on over here. We are winning, though. That's good. We'll take out the 2 scout ships. Thank you very much. And now we've explored a location where we found a quartz mine. Okay, well, that's good to know. Coming back in with a few different things. If we pop in here, did we have some stuff delivered? Yeah, we did. So I think when we have another bit of a look at Assembly 3, we might use some few things. It's extracted all the resources. So this is all done, right? Not enough space for the output. So the output will slowly fill up over here, right? So as soon as you clear out all of your internal storages, right, it should clear out, right? Slowly over time, this should clear out, right? It'll be a trickle. Yeah. We don't have a balancer that's prioritizing the input from this side over that side, right? So what we could do, actually, we're only using it over here. Lots and lots of different diesel operations, yeah. So that's a thing. Yeah, we're filling up these. I wanted to have some extra soil ready to go. So we'll leave that there to keep us busy and out of trouble so that we can use some soil later. But I think leveling this out is going to have lots of soil opportunities for us in the future. Now, this guy needs to get a bit of a repair going on. Are you unloading? Not everything is unloaded. So let's go ahead and get the repair moving. And yeah, we've got tons of stuff here that's not actively being moved out just yet. Look at all of this stuff that's just kind of randomly stood there. We need to get a little bit more efficient at some of these things. Yeah, this is all just kind of hanging out, doing very little. Okay, well, let's up our operations here a little bit. Now, the other thing that I was wondering is maybe what we do. At the moment, we're using slag and gravel. What other recipes do we have? Manufactured sand. So how do I can do manufactured sand here, right? So we could theoretically, instead of using sand, we can do manufactured sand, in which case our sand operation we can keep our sand around for a little bit longer. Yeah, I'm interested in doing that. So this was limestone, right? This is limestone and coal being produced into cement, right? That's the only recipe we have for cement. So that one will continue to operate. This one we could do, we are crushing slag into slag crushed, right? Is that what we're doing? And then this one goes, yeah, they're going to go into either of those. Both that and that gives us these ones. But if we wanted to add the recipe and use the manufactured sand instead, it's exactly the same, but it means we still also need the other 2 products. So it's not that is an interesting one. Are these full? Yeah, they're practically full, really. So I guess I was wondering, yeah, maybe we have a look at redoing this setup as we continue as well. Anyway, let's have a bit of a look. If we grabbed ourselves these ones and let's do a little bit better than that. We'll take all of these items and we'll overlay them in there, and that should work, right? Yeah, I think that should all work. So what we'll do is we will go ahead and Unity build up to there. Thank you. We will not pause this production. We will copy. Oh, that one into there. Yeah, fine. You've got that one going. And then we'll just add ourselves a bit of an extra piece here into there. And we will go ahead and build that one. So now we're generating a little bit more of these guys, right? So we're upping our game a little bit more. And hopefully that keeps us afloat. This one is not quite filling up properly. So let's go and expand this one as well. I want to make sure that we're keeping on top of it. Nice, that's pretty good. So we can similarly. I want to just see us expand this one into there. Thank you very much, and we will go ahead and build all of that. Perfect. So this setup should be able to run us a little bit longer. You're not picking a recipe, are you? Okay, fine. We'll copy that one in there, and that should immediately start working. No problemo. There we go. That's good. So at least we're upping our game there a little bit. Okay, so now we've run out of these. Oh, because we've built a few things, but yeah, and we're still using it over here. But anyway, we built a few things. So let's have a quick look. Let's try and up our game here with regards to our setup. So what I'll do, so let's have a look. So we are producing 3 cement every 60 seconds. These require 1.5. So that's basically the game, right? Can we upgrade this to a better one? This is concrete mixer 1. Do we have concrete mixer 2 anywhere available? Just wanted to double check whether we had an upgrade of it, or where is the upgrade of it? Glass making. That's cool. We need to do that. Concrete mixer. Really? We don't have an upgraded concrete mixer? No, we should. Right? Hang on. So this guy, how do I upgrade this? It would say if you can upgrade it, right? If I go to this guy where I know I can upgrade it, it's got a button. So this guy doesn't have a button, so it means we can't upgrade it. So if I go and I find concrete mixer, yeah, we still just have the one. If I go in here, can I do a search in here? Yes, I can. And we say concrete mixer. Oops. Concrete mixer. So advanced concrete is we have it. And then the next one. Ooh, mixer. Oh, yeah. There's another. So we'll go to the next one. Construction 3. It gives it to us. Okay. Well, we're going to wait. We're going to wait until that happens. And then we'll go from there. As these emptied out, that one is empty. That one is empty. That one is emptying. That one is emptying. So what we can do is we can go ahead and demolish some of these already. So I'll go ahead and grab that one and that one. We'll get rid of those. I may as well unity it so we don't have the trucks coming out this way. Fine, we'll slowly clear those out. No problems. No problems whatsoever. This, I'm hoping, is, getting better. We are clearing those out quite quickly. The rain, we're capturing the rain as best we can using some rainwater. And these guys should be producing at a reasonable rate. Now, let's just have a look here. This is 6 concrete blocks. These produce 12. So strictly speaking, these 2 should be enough to do all of these machines, right? This guy, so these should be enough to do all of these machines, and this should be enough to do all of that. So strictly speaking, this is now in balance, but we won't be able to hold on to any additional concrete slabs in this way. Right, so I guess that's the issue. So output to belts, pipes only if above. So we can actually do a little bit of a buffer storage there, which means we don't really need these extra options. But at least this gives us enough room to replace with a Mark III or a Tier 3 of these guys. Okay, good stuff. We've got the ship repaired, but the ship is still pretty full. I'm guessing I can't actually scrap some of that. I can't scrap the whole heap of it. Ship's output is full. Ship designer. Let's have a look. Can we Ship bridge, we've got that. We don't have any kind of upgrade options here ready to go. So we're still waiting on further enhancements. Can we go ahead and go and explore a different location or do a bit of a battle? Yeah, let's go ahead and go and battle over there. Right, that should work. There we go. The cargo depot 2 is now being researched, but now we've got construction 3s. So let's have a bit of a look. From here, what is the recipe for construction 3? So let me grab the assembly 3. Okay, no. So assembly 2. I grab one of these guys and I set that one there, right? Plus steel. So we need to bring in steel in order to do that. Where do we have steel at the moment? Steel is being kind of backed up all the way over here. We don't need any other steel. So potentially we'll just run steel into here. So construction 2s. Kind of contemplating running this and then running it on this side. Can we go? We could go over the top here, right? If we were to, right, go over the top here and say up, 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 up. No, don't do that, but go over the top, right? Okay, if we do that, no. Oh, we can't run it over the top because there's nowhere to actually place a little thing. Okay, so that's not gonna work. Okay, so we need, yeah, but we do need to presumably. Okay, well, what we'll do, let's clear out this one. Sorry. Let's clear out that one. So we'll leave ourselves a little bit more room here. Do we do it on this side instead? Anyway, we'll leave 2. We'll leave a gap of 2 in here. And then what we'll do is we're going to start running out these guys. So, okay, so let's do that. Let's find this operation here. And we'll run it this way. To the middle here, and we'll run it in. We'll do that. So that's going to run this one out, right? What we'll say, this one will only, it needs to keep a buffer of at least 200. 240. Needs to keep a buffer of 240 before it releases out to this side. Then over here, what we'll say is we're going to go ahead and copy and paste and paste and paste. So now we are doing these guys. Okay, so that should be okay. What we'll do is we'll continue to run. We want the flat belt, right? There. We're still all in planning mode, so we're not going to go automatically build all of them. Now, from here, what we need to do is we want to retain at least 240 steel. And we'll want to run a steel one out this way. So because we are... No, let's switch on the R button. We'll do that. Now, let's go up. Cut across here. What is our alignment? It's on this one, right? Yeah, it is. Let's come back one. Right, so we've gone pretty high. Now what we want to do is we want to, yeah, let's keep it nice and high up here. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll drop down to 2. And we'll basically run you. No, don't R it there, but do up to there. Fine. Is that's too high, right? We can bring it down even a little bit more. So if I were to say, let's trim it back up to about there, right? And we'll try that again. Now this time, switch on the R button, right? And now what we'll do is we just go up by 1 and we say R. Yes, there we go. Okay, beautiful. Okay, and there and there and there and there. There we go. Nice. Okay, so now that means we can actually run out some of these guys. What is that? Oh yeah, that's fine. We don't care too much about that. That's in case we wanted to extend it a little bit. But I guess so. In order for us to get this one resolved, let's do a couple of units of this. Let's do 2 of them. I think that's going to be just fine. And what we'll do is we'll run it out. I know this is effectively a little bit more room than we need, but I'd rather give ourselves a little bit of extra space on this stuff. And it's costing us, obviously, extra conveyor and belts and the likes. Okay, so I guess that's what we need to do. So now let's, we can unpause the game and let's play at a little slower speed. And then what we'll do is let's go ahead and get that, get this one, get all of that, get these 2, get this one, get that one, and we need all the way up to there, right? There we go. So that should bring out some steel into our general direction, and we should start seeing these items being built. We could actually do 2 of them. Let's just go ahead and do a full set of 2 of them straight away. We'll get the steel out over here in just a jiffy. Let's just see what are we kind of using. 6 of these and 3 steel, and this one is giving us 6. So that means 2 of them are being used to produce one of these guys, right? Two of them are what? 6. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. Let's just see, what are we producing with the steel here? This is 12 steel and 12 steel. So we're producing 24 steel. This needs 6. So it's fine. We should have enough steel for that and have a buffer. And we should have enough over here. We could look at expanding that, but everything here should be fairly in equilibrium. We've got a bit of a buffer being built in here. We have a buffer over there. We've got a ship that is in battle. We'll quickly have a look at that. We should be okay. Yeah, shouldn't be any problems there. So yeah, we should be pretty reasonably in equilibrium. So this is 6. So we're producing 12, 24. This one uses 24 plus 36. This one uses more. So we need effectively 2 more, or we need to upgrade them a little bit to better ones, right? So we've got some more stuff that we found in that location over there, so no problems. That's okay. So I guess that is it. Now, what I wanted to do is let's go and have a look at just upgrading some of these systems altogether. Now, this could ultimately, we could use a little bit more help here over time, but for now, I think we're okay. We are at least now starting to produce some of these guys. Pretty slow, but we're producing them. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to have a little bit of a look at this guy. So if we go and upgrade this guy, what does that mean? It uses, and we get back 30 number 2s. Is that correct? Okay, so let's wait it out a little bit more until we get a bit more of this stuff. And then we'll go from there. Let's have a look. Are we emptying out more of these now? Still barely emptying these guys out. They don't bother me too much, but anyway, we should be looking at that. I think our entire smelting operation over here needs to move into the middle here. Where are we mining? We're mining there and we're mining there. So really our smelting should be in the middle between the 2 of them. Mine control tower has no areas. I like it. Okay, so let's have a quick look at trying to fix that. Yeah, go nuts, guys. Go nuts. Just keep it level. Just keep it level there. And I guess once you've filled up those buckets, yeah, interesting. So those are all nice and flat. We can start to remove all of this stuff. We've flattened that out. Do we go in there a little bit more? Yeah, let's do that. Let's just dig in there a little bit more. I'll have to see how we deal with this. But anyway, we're starting to flatten out this area a little bit more now. We are... Yeah, okay, fine. Mining designation outside. We could obviously just edit the area. Let's quickly edit the area and extend it a bit there. It should be fine, right? Now you don't have that. Now you don't have that one. Here we have so much of this stuff. So let's just go ahead and do a little bit more there. Do a little bit more here. Ultimately, that may all be in the way. So anyway, that's fine. We'll move it when we get to it. Just so we can try and clear this out at least a little bit more effectively. Okay, this guy, let's do a bit of a repair. We need to have a look at a smelting operation upgrade. But I think the idea was to... What is this now? Now you have no... Ooh. Okay. This is a bigger issue. We want to make sure we're dealing with this in a bit more of an effective way. Okay. We want to keep mining. Give us a mining designation. We'll go ahead and try and mine out the edge over here. Right, so that we try and get a little bit more room to maneuver, but we still need to go underground. What are you guys all doing? Where are you going? Oh, over there. Okay, fine. Just keep mining. Keep mining. That's the plan, to keep mining. This guy is running good on water. We're not losing any water. And we are building up a little bit of a buffer of these. So we've got about 40 of them now. Presumably, what happens if we upgrade them? We can downgrade them as well. That's interesting. Okay, so let's try and upgrade one of these to see what we get out of that upgrade, right? So that's an upgrade. We'll pay for it with Unity. So we've got all of the parts to be able to upgrade it, and now that should have gone back in there to be able to go back into doing this again. So now, this one that runs us 6 now. So that's now... Yeah, so now we're on equilibrium with these two. So this guy is running a 6 over there. It's exactly the same. We're effectively doubling the recipe. It's just 8 workers as opposed to 6 workers and 150 as opposed to 80. So we're scoring a little bit on power and workers by doing this upgrade, which is fine. We'll keep doing that. We want to make sure that we're producing fair amounts of these parts. We'll upgrade this one to double the capacity over here, and then we'll upgrade these to number 2s so that we can move and do construction parts 1 a little bit more effectively through there as well. The ship was fully repaired. We've got a mining tower without any designations. Also, or everything happens at the same time, doesn't it? Okay, so we're getting some mining designations resolved. Now, I think I'm gonna stop doing the digging deeper until we've got a little bit more room to maneuver. Let's just go ahead and do the mining designation. We'll just go and mine it out into that general direction. If we go and have a look at the overlays, yeah, that's still a pretty reasonable dig that we're doing over there. We'll get those guys to start maneuvering. What are you saying? Is it, outside of the area? Okay, fine. Let's edit the area. Expand it up there. Expand it up there, and there we go. So now you can do your thing. This tree, we couldn't cut this tree down, and so now it's going to fall into the mine. Are we clearing these out? Not at all. They're so slow. Yeah, we're barely using. Well, why is this not moving? 60, 60. So this should be all good. This one should keep running, waiting for products. Ah, so why aren't you getting products here? Hmm? Output is full. Oh, it's the wrong way around. What? Toggle that direction. What was happening there? Anyway, now this should move out pretty quickly. Yeah, we got all of that out. And we're getting all of these out. Should be done in just a jiffy. Okay, so I think that's all the enabling stuff. So let's clean out these guys. We'll grab the Unity and just grab them all out there. And then we can clear out this pipe, I think. That's fine. I'd rather just clear it out. Are we still dumping? Yeah, I guess we're still... Yeah. We're not stripping yet. I can do it here, right? Not that. I want to delete it. Okay, there we go. So now let's just grab Unity, clear out all of this stuff that they're actively waiting. Oh, there's nowhere for the stuff to go to. I think that's the issue. The issue is there's nowhere to go and store it because these are all full. Yeah, all full basically. Back to 60 parts here, so we're in a good spot to continue our journey. And redo all of this. But I guess we don't really have enough time in this episode to go and do that. But I think we want to... this smelting is already kind of in the okay spot. It's just a little bit in the way. But we'll continue to kind of clear out all of this and move our entire smelting operation. Just wanted to have a look. If we have a look at levels, we need to get sorted out with this thing. So give me this mining control tower. Let's edit this area. Let's push it all the way to here. And we'll push it all the way to there, right? And we'll save it. Okay, now we need to kind of level out this entire area. So just get the level designation in here. Level it all the way up to there, please. Level it all the way up to there. Right, that should be okay. And then we want to make sure we're kind of leveling out. We may not need to level it out all the way there. Level it out this way. That way. That way. That way. Do we have enough room to go by? I think we'll be okay. I'm just wondering at some point whether they were going to run into trouble here. So let's maybe not do it all the way there, but let's go all the way here and then just level out the entire thing like so. So that should be tons of stuff that it wants to move. But now we don't have a place to dump our product. And I guess the idea would be that we should allow dumping universally for dirt. So now all the trucks will be running off this way to come and dump it over here as we continue to expand that operation. Right? That's about it. The ship over here is fully repaired, but we're struggling with some exports. I mean, unloading of some stuff, which I'm always contemplating whether I add more stuff here so we can actually unload it. This guy isn't even busy. I'd add it to the mix over here. How many do we have? Let's add... We've only got the one. And we can grab two trucks per operation. If we grab 1, 2 more trucks, 3, 4 more trucks, and one of these guys will hopefully start moving there. What is going on here? So this is not built, right? We just never have enough buffer here. So I guess it's not as important, but we need to fix what we've got with regards to that buffer there. These guys are all almost not all filled up. We still have a bit of room in a number of different locations. Let me quickly add a few more boxes to the mix here. Do 2 more there, and we'll do a bit of that, right? So let's do unity there, and hopefully that gives us lots and lots of room to keep digging these guys out or plucking these trees. Let's clear this one out. We're not going to do that right now. This one is what we're busy with, and we will continue in the next episode where we do a bit of a rejig of this stuff. And I'm kind of contemplating whether we wait a little bit longer and we just move it out from over here into this area. There is a little bit of room here. It should be relatively flat, right? Yeah, so if we clear it out, we may move things here a little bit so that it's a bit better doing that. Yeah, we're kind of digging this thing out as well at the same time, which is pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, guys, I will leave it there. We'll see you in the next episode when we will continue and redo our smelting setup. We might move this entire operation over here so it's not next to this. It's a lot of distance to cover to get the stuff here. So I might just move smelting in here, maybe there, and then we'll do the parts manufacturing in the middle. And see if we redo some of these things. But this kind of works. We might just need to move this one out over this way. Anyway, we'll see what we do in the next episode. We're almost done with Cargo Depot 2, and we'll build that one also. So I'll see you next time. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. Bye-bye.